What is going on, everybody? So we are working on Sylvia, obviously, because we're in the garage again. Um, Quite a bit of progress done, but still not all good news. The caliper was delivered today. It was the wrong color. What I mean by that, it was the right blue, like it was blue, but it wasn't the right shade. It was almost a sky blue versus the dark blue that we had before. So now I have to take all of them back down there for them to redo them. So, yeah, not super happy about that. But, I mean, obviously, this is what we have to do. We got to get it done. And yeah, anyway, so nothing I can really do about that. I'm just glad I didn't go through and put the vinyl decals on there and everything else like I planned on doing. So I would have been wasting all of those. Glad I didn't because I only have the one set that I had left over from the last time Breakmaster screwed them up. So, anyways, I'm gonna go through and show you what we've done so far today. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So, first thing right off the bat, what do you notice? What's missing? Give up? Okay, we're gonna go through and show you. So you're gonna notice there's some here, but then it's all gone. It's all gone. Why is that? Because it's actually where it's going to be going now. It's actually all wrapped up. I got that whole thing done, and that took forever for me to sit there and do, which was not an easy thing. And it's actually through the sheath that's right here, holding it, and it's obviously wrapped all the way down to right here. And the reason it's here, not all the way down, is because that's most likely going to be all cut off, because we are going to be putting in a fuse box. I made this bracket and mounted it to the fuse box itself. There was a little plastic tab off the side, so I went through and attached it there. And that is going to be holding the new fuse box. So this fuse box here, it's kind of cool because when there is a fuse blown, these lights will light up in the middle. There is a positive and negative side to each of this. And then there is the 20s. I'm using 5s here because the 5s are actually going to go to the switches on the inside of the car because obviously we don't want too much power going to those. So we've got that done. I've got the wires for the LED lights pretty much ready. Obviously we're going to have dual power on it, so I've got the power ring here that's going to actually go around the positive terminal right here. And then we are going to have this get its power from the same place that we had it before, which is this fuse right here, which is actually the engine, the actual, wow, I'm losing my train of thought. Anyways, we're going to tap into that fuse right there because in this way, when the motor's on, the lights will be on as well. And then obviously, look at this. Look, they're so pretty. I love it. So awesome. Anyways, I got that done. I did go through and made a, I'll show you real quick. Yes, it's very messy on the inside of the car. Here is the heater itself. I did go through and put, or basically made the harness and put connectors on that. And yes, these are the other side for the wires to go in, so this way I can just pull them apart. So I got that, and then I did go through and got the lines ran for the purge, which obviously I'm going to be cutting this off once I figure out exactly how long I need it and all that stuff. Of course, we're missing yet another piece. I did get an extension hose, but of course I need the piece that goes from this to the end of that one, which is tucked in over here. I don't feel like fishing it out right now, but basically it's another one of these female connectors here, so we got to go through and get the piece that is going to be adjoining those two. So got that, and then on the other side I did get the other side fed up. And yes, you might think that this is being used for the shroud itself, but it is not. That I have no idea why that's actually there, like purposely, but that is going to be helping us get, obviously, that in the right angle, and it's in the same spot on the other side, so it actually looks proper and it's symmetrical. So we like that. So it's coming right along. I did get the bolt done for the tow hook. and that's actually, is toe ring? I'm going to call it toe ring because it's more of a ring. It's not a hook. And so this is good. Obviously, that's going to stick through the front end over here. And yes, I have already test fitted it. I know what it looks like. You guys will see that in a future video, but we got everything good to go. Okay, so at this point, obviously, you've seen the progress of the car. It's slowly getting there, slowly. I mean, my plans today, honestly, were to do the calipers and get those all put on because obviously UPS dropped off the caliper. But as soon as I took it out, I opened the box and I was like, super sad about it because it is very, very off color. And actually, you know what? I'm going to show you guys. Let me grab the keys to Pearl here so I can actually open the trunk because, of course, I have to drive back over there. They asked me, can you ship it? I was like, I'm not going to pay to ship it. It'd be cheaper for me to drive it over because obviously I'm an hour away, and especially with gas going up. So I'm going to show you right now. Now looking at these, which one's the new one? I'll give you a hint. It's this one. You can tell the actual color difference right there. That's a big difference. And in person, it's even more so because it actually is very, very bright. I mean, obviously you can tell just, I mean, obviously that it's not really their fault to that point because they didn't have the other ones to compare that to, but yeah, it's just frustrating. I thought that was going to be kind of a uniform way of going about it, but I guess not. Okay, so obviously at this point, what are we waiting on? We're waiting to get the electrical done, which I also have to go get some more bolts for the new fuse box because the bolts that I had are too wide. They're too thick. So they won't go through the bolt hole, which that sucks, but I only need 2, so that's not too bad. I'll have to just go into town. When I go to work tomorrow after work, I will have to get that taken care of. And then, what else? After we get that, then I can do the inside of the car, which the inside of the car is not going to be too difficult, I don't think. The only difficult part is actually doing the switches on the steering wheel, which I did get the tools to be able to take that off. And I just have to make the actual mounts for the switches themselves. My concern is how I'm going to do the wiring through the steering wheel, because right now there's the clock spring, which that's actually what allows the switches on the steering wheel to be used and everything else. So as you turn the wheel, that little clock spring is actually moving all the wires on the inside of it to have proper connection. But I can't tap into that because all of the slots on that are full. I mean, technically there's 2, but I need 4. So that's really not helpful unless I'm going to redesign everything. And I don't want to do that because I want it to be symmetrical. So I got to figure that out. And then once I get that done, then we can do the switches inside of the center console, which obviously the shaded ABS plastic over here. I'm just going to be cutting that out of like the actual panel for the switchboard out of that and then drilling all the holes and all that jazz. And we are so close. I mean, we're far, but we're significantly closer than where we were before. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I did say I was going to be done in a couple of weeks. So far, it's only been a few days since I actually said that, and so it's not too out of scope. So just a little bummed because I wanted to get the calipers and I wanted to put the tires back on so I could drop the car and, just make it better, It's kind of sad. But anyways, we are going to end the video here. Thank you for joining us yet again. And for our new subscribers, welcome to the channel. We appreciate you joining us here at SSBC.Garage. Existing, obviously, thank you. I'm just going to keep saying that in pretty much every video, because if it wasn't for you guys, the content like this would not be as much fun to make. And my frustration can be your enjoyment, because I know that's how lots of people are nowadays. But anyways, we're future video, obviously, we're going to be getting that portion done. Probably some customizing on the inside of the car while we're waiting for other parts to come in. And then hopefully getting the front end back together soon. I did go through off camera and I put on the connectors for the actual DRLs, which are the lights down, the bars on the front of the car. I put the quick disconnect on it, so this way if I have to take the front end off of the car, got that done. See, I said I was ending the video, but clearly I keep looking over and seeing things. But anyways, we're ending the video. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or whatever, shoot me an email and we'll go from there. You guys have a good day and we'll talk later.